And then this guy, Itauma, Moses Itauma. He's a great fighter. He's young, 20 years, yeah?
And that's why you got to watch it and find out. But one thing you will say about Moses is very good fighter, good little boxer, good puncher, and a lovely kid as well. It's like a fun.
Why are you taking this fight? Because this kid is on fire right now. And he's getting better and better. It's not like he's going backwards, he's going forward.
Fighters describe Moses Itauma as a terrifying presence in the ring, with Tyson Fury praising the 20-year-old for his exceptional power, focus, and discipline. Fury highlights Moses' ability to listen, learn quickly, and deliver punches with genuine force, qualities that set him apart at such a young age. His willingness to face an experienced opponent like Dillian White so early in his career speaks volumes about his confidence and talent. Many in the boxing world believe Moses isn't just a promising prospect, but a dangerous contender who is already earning the respect of top heavyweights in the sport.
That's a good fight, actually, especially for Moses. I think it's a very good time to fight Dillian. He's a couple of years out the ring. But, make no mistakes, Dillian White is a massive puncher. It's a head and body. He's taking it very serious. I'm speaking to Ty Mitchell, who's in training camp with him. Looking forward to the fight. It's a big step up for Moses because he hasn't really fought anybody on Dillian's level. The old Dillian, it was a couple of years ago. It's going to be interesting to see how much that Dillian White has left. Could this be potential? I think it does have the potential to do what Martin McCauley did to Jared Anderson. Maybe it's too early, or maybe he passes for flying colours. That's why you got to watch it and find out. But one thing you will say about Moses is very good fighter, good little boxer, good puncher, and a lovely kid as well. It's like a fun. You tell him something, he absorbs it, he listens. And that's the great thing about the young kid coming over. He's only 20 years old, and I told him 2 years ago, get about racing record, take your time, you've only got one career, and just enjoy it because I remember when I was 19, 20, and now 36 has gone like that. Very quick.
Alexander Usyk, one of the most technically skilled boxers of his generation, didn't hold back in his admiration for Moses Itauma. In a recent interview, Usyk praised the young heavyweight as a great fighter, highlighting his strength, maturity, and presence inside the ring. Coming from a champion who has faced and defeated the best in the world, Usyk's endorsement carries significant weight. That Moses has managed to impress someone of Usyk's caliber at just 20 years old is a clear indication that he is no ordinary talent. Usyk's recognition not only underscores Moses' raw physical power, but also points to a level of composure, discipline, and dedication rarely seen in fighters so early in their career.
And then this guy, Itauma, Moses Itauma. He's a great fighter. He's young, 20 years, yeah? Yeah, 20 years. I think Itauma have
Moses Itauma's coach revealed an intriguing side to the young heavyweight, his deep passion for boxing history. Much like Mike Tyson, Moses doesn't limit himself to watching fight tapes. He studies the legends who came before him by reading about their lives, struggles, techniques, and how they built their legacies. This mindset distinguishes him from many young fighters who focus solely on present-day opponents. His desire to understand the roots of boxing reflects how committed he is to mastering every aspect of the sport. This relentless pursuit of knowledge and growth, both mentally and physically, gives him a depth rarely seen in 20-year-olds within the boxing.
I think probably the biggest comparison I would say is how Mike Tyson loved the game. Would always study, fighters of the past, etc. Moses has that same love for it.
Does he?
Yeah, like we'll send him his sparring at 2 a.m. He'll be texting the tips, but he did more what he wants.
He's a student.
Yeah, he absolutely loved it, and that's that, along with his maturity at his age.
It's very composed, isn't it? Very composed.
That is what is allowing him to achieve what he's achieving at such a young age. Because there's lots of talented fighters out there, but not many that are executed. Yeah.
It's no surprise that comparisons between Moses Itauma and a young Mike Tyson are already being made. With his aggressive style, compact power punches, and mature presence in the ring, many believe Moses is on track to win a world title before he turns 21, an extraordinary achievement given how rare it is for such young fighters to face elite competition. His physicality, speed, and confidence evoke flashbacks of Tyson's early days when he bulldozed opponents with raw power. Yet, Despite the weight of these comparisons, Moses remains unfazed, choosing to focus on proving himself through performance rather than hype.
Is Moses Itauma being paid? Jared Anderson had better opposition in his first 12 fights than Moses Itauma. Guaranteed without a doubt. Guaranteed without a doubt. He had better opposition. But Jared gets criticized. And, here we have a guy like Moses being called potentially the next Mike Tyson. They believe he can win a world title under 21 years old.
Moses Itauma didn't become this good overnight. From the age of 18, observers noticed how polished and technically sound he already was. With hundreds of amateur fights behind him, he had gained invaluable experience that shaped him into a composed and calculated boxer. His footwork, defense, and clean combinations made it clear that he was built for the professional stage long before officially turning pro. His early dedication laid a strong foundation, and it's his preparation that makes his current rise appear effortless. While others take years to adjust, Moses entered the professional world already looking like he belonged.
So young. He as athletic as he is, look as polished as he is. Bear in mind, I interviewed Moses Itauma for his pro debut, and one of the questions I really want to ask is how many amateur fights he had. Because when he looked so polished and turned pro so young, bear in mind he only just turned 18 at the time. That's 2 years ago. I really wanted to know how many amateur fights he had to do with the college debut. And in that interview, he told me it was something like 22 amateur fights. Which is really quite a low amount. It was a bit of a kind of land when he said it. I remember at the time thinking, then you were interviewing, so you want to try and get them a question. You don't want to be stopping the tracks, but it genuinely really did stop them in the tracks. Given how polished he looked and how good he looked, I was thinking, yikes, that's actually a bit of a strange look for someone to look that polished in such a short time. And he's obviously been fighting good amateurs, and obviously he's not one of these amateurs like Anthony Dad, no offense, who had 10 amateur fighters at the low level, probably wasn't doing very good sparring, just had that natural talent.
Veteran heavyweight Derek Chisora questioned the logic behind Dillian White agreeing to fight Moses Itauma, pointing out that while Dillian hasn't been active recently, Moses has been steadily improving and evolving with every camp. At just 20 years old, Moses is gaining momentum and refining his style daily. Though Dillian is returning after a layoff, Chisora emphasized that Moses' age shouldn't be misleading. His power, style, and hunger give him a significant edge. His concern wasn't just about Dillian's readiness, but about how dangerous Moses has quietly become. When seasoned boxers start showing caution, the threat is undeniably real.
I had a phone call a couple of weeks ago. They offered me to fight Moses Itauma in Saudi. I said, how much? He said, 2 million. I said, nah. I even phoned Dillian, like, Dillian, I don't know why you're taking this fight, because this kid is on fire right now. And he's getting better and better. It's not like he's going backwards, he's going forward.
One of the reasons he is taking it is that Moses is WBO #1 at the moment, so that there's some kind of light at the end of the tunnel for Dillian taking that
There
fight.
ain't no light at that tunnel.
I agree with you. I don't think Dillian gets beyond 4 or 5 rounds.
Crazy. There's no light at that tunnel. That kid is you mad. No way. Even Lawrence Dakota said Moses is bad.
As the fight talks between Moses Itauma and Dillian White heat up, the boxing world remains divided. Some see Moses as the best young heavyweight in the world right now, while others caution that Dillian might be a step too far at this stage of his career. Dillian brings veteran experience and a resume filled with top-tier opponents, something Moses has yet to encounter. However, Moses possesses youth, speed, and sharp skill that make him a serious threat. The matchup is being framed as the ultimate test for both men. For Dillian, a chance to silence the hype, and for Moses, a golden opportunity to prove he can swim with the sharks.
Can he still use them? It's a common opinion that Moses is a great prospect. He's got all the talent in the world, but as a professional, he's untested. I think Dillian sees this as a perfect opportunity to shut the hype train on Itauma, beat this young prospect who everyone shouts about and get the light back on him. But the problem is, if he loses, he's got nowhere to go. It's game over. But this is boxing. High risk, high reward, or scrambling at the bottom of the heap.
We know that Moses wanted to beat Mike Tyson's record in becoming the youngest heavyweight champion of the world, but he's missed that now. So we know he wants to move fast and test himself. He's reaching for greatness, but as the saying goes, you can't put an old head on young shoulders. So maybe he's biting off more than he can chew. From his point of view, beating a veteran like Dillian White will give him credibility. You know, put him in the mix with the top guys. I'm definitely a fan of Moses. He's got the skill, the talent, the work ethic, and the mindset. The only thing he lacks is experience. And I suppose the only way to get it is to fight these guys. In the fight business, you've got to have thick skin, because there's always going to be doubters. It's part of the game. Personally, I don't see the rush. There's so many good fights, even at domestic level. He's only 20. I just feel he's got time on his side. He needs time to mature. Heavyweights don't mature in late 20s. I just see so much value going the traditional route. English, British, Commonwealth, European, then world honours. In my opinion, it's so important. That's your apprenticeship, gradually learning the game, gaining experience, and each time you pass the test, you step up. This type of progression builds the foundations. There's a reason why the greats.
Boxing analyst Spencer Oliver emphasized that fans have only seen a glimpse of how frighteningly good Moses Itauma can be, and with Dillian White lined up as a potential opponent, this will mark the biggest test of his career so far. According to Oliver, the way Moses handles an experienced power puncher like Dillian will reveal just how complete a fighter he truly is. While Oliver believes Moses has the necessary tools, he also notes that Dillian will challenge him in ways he's never faced before. Taking on someone like Dillian isn't just a risk, it's a massive opportunity. Most fighters take time to build their records, but Moses is aiming to fast-track his rise. Fans are already rallying behind him, hoping he not only beats Dillian but earns respect on a world-class stage. Win or lose, this fight will provide Moses with invaluable experience that no training session can replicate.